InkDifferent Studio. Pick up your brush today.
Welcome to the InkDifferent Studio. This is Fiona. I would like to also welcome you to our Chinese calligraphy course, a captivating journey into one of the most ancient and respected forms of artistic expression. Chinese calligraphy is not just an art. It is profound cultural heritage, recognized globally for its artistic and historical value. This course will offer you an opportunity to delve into the elegance and depth of Chinese calligraphy, exploring its unique blend of written language and visual art. But this is not all. Chinese calligraphy is renowned for its therapeutic benefits, enhancing calmness, reducing stress, and improving mindfulness through the rhythmic motion in brush movements. These benefits make it not only a cultural exploration, but also a practice in mindfulness and personal tranquility. Our course will feature the classic Chinese text, the 1,000-character classic, 千字文. This text is not only a cornerstone for Chinese calligraphy training, but also a rich source of history and philosophy, making it perfect for both beginners and seasoned enthusiasts. The 千字文, translated as the 1,000-character classic, is a unique Chinese poem used as the premier for teaching Chinese characters to children. It is renowned for its ingenious composition, wherein none of its 1,000 characters are repeated. Composed by Zhou Xingsi during the Southern and Northern Dynasty, around the 6th century, the text is not just a linguistic tool, but also a collection of moral and philosophical teachings. The 1,000-character classic has been used traditionally in Confucian teaching, providing a fundamental literacy resource that also encapsulates essential elements of Chinese culture and wisdom. Each line consists of 4 characters, with the lines grouped into sections for easier memorization. The content covers a wide range of topics, from the basics of the cosmos and the natural world to the principles of human conduct as the fundamental of statecraft. This text not only helps in learning Chinese characters, but also in appreciating the depth and breadth of Chinese literary tradition and cultural values. It has been an important educational text in China and other Eastern Asian countries, influenced by classical Chinese culture. Join us as we trace the strokes of history and artistry in our journey. Whether you're looking to broaden your artistic skills or immerse yourself in cultural heritage, this course promises to be both educational and enriching. Also, do not forget to follow this channel for our regular course updates. In our first session, you will find a more detailed explanation of the required material. Please refer to that for additional information. If you're in need of art supplies, feel free to visit my shop. I personally curate each product with care, ensuring that they meet high-quality standards. Rest assured, I only endorse the items that I wholeheartedly stand behind, drawing from my extensive art training and experiences since the age of 5. So, if you require such supplies, please consider supporting me. With your help, I will be able to create more comprehensive and improved courses in the future. You can find the shop link in the description below.
Today we're going to continue with the learning and writing of the 1,000-character classic. What are the new characters of today? Let's go find out. The character Zhu means pearl. First seen in the warring states, the character for jade or other precious materials, which would later evolve into zhu, might have depicted a round object or a small gem. Elements representing small, precious items began to take shape. During the Qin dynasty, the character zhu began to take on a more recognizable form in the seal script. This form was more abstract and regularized, featuring a combination of components that represented small, precious objects. The radical yu, meaning jade, was often used to signify something valuable. The clerical script further simplified the character zhu. The strokes became more rectilinear and structured, which made the character easier to write and more recognizable. This form laid the foundation for the modern character. The combination of the jade radical, modified to the king radical, Wang, with other components became standardized. The regular script represents this character Zhu in its most standardized form. The character now consists of the radical Wang on the left, which signifies jade or something precious, and the phonetic component Zhu on the right. This form is easily recognizable and standardized for modern writing. This character has a left-right structure. The character Cheng originally depicted a hand picking up a fish to weigh it. Hence, its original meaning was to weigh something. During the Warring States period, this character adopted the he, crop radical, which suggests the measurement of astronomical and other qualities according to the growth of crops. The character Cheng has evolved from early representations of its components to a highly stylized and standardized symbol used in modern Chinese writing, maintaining its connection to the concepts of calling, weighing, and naming throughout its history. It has a left-right structure. The character Ye was originally composed of several pictographic elements. The base character is Yi, which used to mean the armpit of a person. This character looks like a standing person with arms lifted, with a dot indicating the very location being discussed. To clarify the meaning of armpit, the character Rou, meaning meat or flesh, was added. However, over the course of history, mistakes were made. Some people started to interpret the Rou element as Yue, meaning moon. Consequently, the character began to refer to the moon suspended in the sky, and thus it came to mean night. The writing of this character became more stylized and regularized, especially with the development of the clerical script and regular script. The moon component was integrated into the overall structure we see today. This character has a top-bottom structure. The Chinese character Guang means light or brightness. In the Oracle bone script, the character Guang was depicted as a combination of pictographic elements. Early forms often showed a fire or a flame, suggesting light or brightness. The character sometimes resembled the shape of a person holding a torch or something bright. During the Qin dynasty, the character Guang took a more standardized form in the seal script. This form was more abstract and regularized, with flowing, continuous lines. The character often included elements that represented light or brightness, combined in a more uniform and symmetrical shape. The clerical script further simplified the character Guang. The strokes became more rectilinear and structured, making the character easier to write and more recognizable. This form laid the foundation for the modern character. The key components, such as the depiction of light or flame, were more clearly defined and standardized. The regular script represents the character Guang in its most standardized form. The character consists of two main parts, the radical which looks like a person or a pair of legs, and the top component, which resembles a simplified version of huo, meaning fire. This form is easily recognizable and standardized for modern writing. This character has a top-bottom structure. In summary, Zhu means pearl, Cheng means called, known as, Ye Guang means luminous at night, night glowing. So the translation of珠称夜光 is a pearl called night glowing. In the context of the 1,000-character classic, this phrase refers to a legendary type of pearl that is said to emit light in the dark. These night-glowing pearls, or 夜明珠, are often mentioned in Chinese literature and folklores as objects of great beauty and rarity. They symbolize purity, value, and the supernatural ability to shine in the darkness, much like the moon or stars. The 1000-character classic often includes references to valuable and significant cultural items to convey deeper meanings and teachings. In this case, the mention of night-glowing pearls emphasizes the idea of rarity, beauty, and the special qualities that make certain objects highly esteemed. Now, let's explore how these characters are written in the 3 scripts. I'll start by practicing with you on the water writing cloth, and then I will demonstrate using ink and raw rice paper.
As we wrap up our session, I hope you found it enjoyable and insightful. If you have any questions, comments, or simply want to share your thoughts, don't hesitate to leave me a message. If you find this session informative, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on our future sessions. Discover, learn, and create with us as we bring the best of Chinese culture to the world. Join us at InkDifferent Studio, where art meets heritage. Thank you so much for joining us, and until next time.
For more information, check us out at inkdifferentstudio.com.